Hi, today we're with Silvia Christensen, and hi Silvia.
Hi.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Silvia came from California. She lived down there for a long time, and now she's up in Idaho. And where'd you come from in California?
San Diego. We actually lived in the mountains of San Diego, kind of the outskirts, not beach, but San Diego nevertheless.
Okay. Well, and today I'm asking people about their experiences with the school system down in California versus what we have up in here in Idaho.
Yeah, it's been a really good positive experience for us. Being in San Diego, where we were, the school that was kind of local to us wasn't rated very highly, and there was a lot of problems with it. My kids, so because of that, I had to drive my kids farther into town to go to a charter school that we went there. Wonderful school, loved it. And so because of what it took to get them into that school, it made me very nervous to kind of figure out what I was going to have to do here to get them into a good school here. And I live here in Nampa, love it. I realized that my son, and this is what's crazy, my son, straight A student, actually in the school that he was in back in California, he was in second grade, but yet he was reading with the third and fourth graders. So they would move him over to the classes. Math, the same thing. He was very advanced, or so I thought. So I got here.
Please explain.
Yeah, so I got here to Nampa, and I'll just be honest. The school here in Nampa that we were assigned, I guess you could say, was not rated very well. In fact, it was rated by GreatSchools.org. It was rated very poorly, which had me concerned.
Sure.
But because we hadn't really figured out where he was going to go otherwise, we sent him there. And much to my surprise, one of the first conversations between his teacher and I was, hey, he took these preliminary tests and he didn't do very well. Mm-hmm. Kind of concerning for me, especially considering that my kid was a straight A student above and beyond and all this great stuff. And so it was a little interesting, and I kept thinking the teacher had the wrong kid. I thought for sure this is not my son because he's never behind on anything.
Right.
And of course she kept trying to reassure me that there's no issues, this is just preliminary. And I thought, yeah, but we've got all these other grades and report cards and all this stuff. So the teacher, the staff, everybody there when I would go and pick them up were fantastic. Just really, really awesome. They did a lot of programs. They do a lot of stuff for the community, which was great. And my fears were really, they dissipated once I was able to really meet the teachers that were there.
Okay.
Really, really great teachers. Really great school. My daughter was going to a middle school, the same thing. We went in to register, and people were really, it just seems like you can connect with these people at a great level, which was awesome for me.
Great. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, that's kind of impressive. Even though the internet said that the schools here were, less than desirable.
Yes.
Your experience was just the opposite.
It was great, yeah. And right now, because we were going to be working closer to Eagle originally, we put our kids up in a charter school where they're at now.
Okay.
And
that's still a public school.
And that's still a public school, yep. Lottery, it was lottery, and they got in. And that school actually, of course, being in the business, I'm a business major. I love the idea of my kids being educated in business and management, specifically economics. And that's what that school is. And so you will find here in the Treasure Valley there are a lot of charter schools that would fit the need of your child, once they start high school, if they have a specific interest.
I know that we have one in the area that's a performing art base.
Exactly. There's a performing arts school. There are, STEM. So Galileo is a STEM school, very, very highly rated as well. That's across the street from my kid's school. But North Star Charter is known for the business and economics program. And there's Renaissance High School as well. There's a few other ones where you can actually, I just found this out the other day, the state will contribute, I think it's $3,000 toward students getting their AA in high school before they start college. And I thought,
So when they graduate high school, they can also graduate at the same time with an AA degree?
Exactly,
How cool is that?
And before, the parents would have to fork over that money for them to pay for those classes.
Right.
Now the state is subsidizing that so that the parents are not out of
Wow.
that money. And you think about any kind of community college, it's going to be way over $3,000 to cover that year and a
Right.
half of school, maybe 2 years.
And then I'm thinking there's probably four-year schools in the area that will take that AA degree towards their bachelor's.
I believe a lot of the Idaho schools will. So BSU, you've got University of Idaho. Those are all schools that they can attend and have. And then, of course, there's other ones as well.
Right.
But I thought that was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. So this is Idaho, where everyone says, "Oh, you guys have the worst schools," but in fact, we have so many opportunities here.
There definitely is. There definitely is. And like I said, there's a little bit for everybody. I personally loved, because I used to have to drive my kids all the time, they take the bus.
Yeah, that's right. We got school buses.
We got school buses, and I don't know if there's any school bus where you have to pay for the bus, but I haven't found one, and my kids take the bus. It doesn't cost me anything, and it's great. You know,
Nice.
I know they're safe. I know they're going to be at a certain time somewhere when the bus arrives. Sometimes, we have other friends here in the Treasure Valley, so if they want to go to another friend's house or whatever. Recently, kids had started school and we had a vacation planned. They couldn't come, and so they stayed at a friend's house, and they were able to ride the bus to the friend's house
Wow.
and drop them off really close by, a couple blocks up. And so it's just nice having those options. Or in California, where we were, you would have to pay a significant amount of money to have the bus get them, if it was even available in the area.
Right.
And for us, it wasn't.
Wow, that is so encouraging. Thank you, Silvia. Appreciate your
You're
time.
welcome. Yeah.
And we'll see you on the next go round.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.